Guys, here we are on a windy evening in early April, and I've got this little CL350 here, and you remember the alloy was quite oxidised and just old and scabby looking. So if I ever wanted to try something I've never tried before, we're going to give this a good wash off now, but then I'm going to use some alloy cleaner. I've never used this stuff before. I've always been very cautious of using it because I don't know if it might react badly if it drops onto chrome or any other sensitive surfaces. So I've got the stuff off the bike just now that I think could get marked up. So let's have a look at the bits I'm going to wash off, and I'll wash them first with my kind of stuff that I'll show you in a moment, and then I'll show you the alloy cleaning stuff and what we do with it. It's quite vague in terms of how the instructions just say dilute 1 to 5 and put it on and leave it 10 minutes. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Let's hope it doesn't come out looking all black and tarnished, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's give it a go, guys. How tired and scabby that all looks. So all the way down there as well. Not so bad, just inside the fins, but there we are. Not looking great, a bit sorry for itself. So let's give it a good scrub off, and then we'll mix up some of the magic gunk and we'll try that on it. But you can put a bit on the aero as well. Sorry for the wind noise, guys, it's a bit windy. Let's try that now. Guys, this is the stuff. It says dilute 1 to 5 in water, apply evenly for brush or low pressure spray, leave for 10 minutes then rinse, do not allow to dry on contact, a staining will result. So I've put that much water in the bottle, so I'm going to put a fifth of that in and drink the rest. Look, this stuff is great for your hands, so let's put about a fifth in. Okay, let's try that. Put the lid back on this. Right guys, if I'm being brutally frank, I don't know how much good it's going to do this spray either. Right, I'll get some gloves on because it looks like being nasty stuff. Okay, it says to leave it 10 minutes. Let's leave it 10 minutes. Okay, time's up. Let's wash this thing off. suppose if I can see, guys, it's cleaner, but I don't know if it's just cleaner just because I've given it a good scrub and got it right there with a brush. Maybe I'm being unfair. I had cleaned this previously, so you tell me what you think. If you think it looks tons better, let me know. I mean, clearly all that oxidation's gone off the cylinder fins, and this is clean, but would it just have been cleaning that with a good scrub? Alright guys, if I'm being brutally frank, I can't say I'm hugely impressed because I'd polished it up as well as this before, but maybe I'm not being fair to it. I'll let it dry off. I'll blow it off with the airline now. I'll let it dry overnight and I'll try it in the morning when it's dry and see if it brings up any better. So let's give it another go in the morning. It's the next morning and it's an even colder, wetter day, you'll be glad to see. So I've got the bike outside. I'll just show you what it looks like now it's dried off, and then I'm going to put some more gunk on it, and let's see. So let me show you the bike now. That's how it came up. And does it look better? I'm not sure. The bits that were shiny are shinier. Sorry about the wind noise again. So you can see, I don't know how impressed I am. The bits that I'd polished up and made shiny are maybe a bit shinier. The bits that were grubby and nasty are marginally less grubby and nasty. So I'm not hugely impressed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a load of gunk on it now, leave it for the allotted 10 minutes and hose it off again. And let's just see if I'm putting it on dry on clean metal, if it does a better job. Let's try it now. I'm just going to work it in to the bits it can't quite see. Make sure that we get a good coverage on it. And then I'm going to pull this back in the garage and keep the rain off it, stop this getting diluted. I don't know how much good this will do the garage floor. Probably not a great deal, but it's only paint. Okay, let's try that and we'll come back in 10 minutes and hose it off. Okay, our 10 minutes is up. Let's give this a wash off. Okay, let's go and have a look. Is it appreciably better? I am far from convinced. Okay guys, I'm always loath to damn anyone's product, so it's maybe me that's not using this properly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look into it a bit further, see if I've maybe got the mixture wrong, or maybe need to prep it differently. But let's just see what I need to do differently to try and get a better result out of this, because I'm not convinced we're getting what we should. Okay, thanks guys. Hi guys, I've done a wee bit more on this since we spoke, and having cleaned it around a little bit afterwards, maybe I'm being unduly harsh and judgmental on this. So what I did after we spoke, I brought it in here, had a look at it, and I gave it a little rub over with this, which is just an aluminium pan scrubbing scourer thing, and it really came up no end brighter. And then I gave it a little polish with some metal polish. And maybe the lesson here is not that there's a silver bullet that that cures all ills, but you've got to do quite a lot of work between the washing, the pouring the alloy cleaner on, the scouring, and then a bit of polishing. But you do get a good result. So let me just show you now what it looks like. I think you'll agree that's quite a lot. I've got the carbs on, as you can see, by the way. Well spotted, that boy. You can see it looks no end better than it did previously. Looking down here, I think that looks actually pretty nice. I've given this a little rub on top with a metal polish. I've not gone mad. I just have given it a couple of minutes. I've still got something to do in there, and I've given a little bit of metal polish along there. And I think you'll agree, it's actually okay. So I'll show you the stuff I used, if I can see it. Hang on, it's here, hang on. There we are. That was it. Auto Rechem Limited. It's on eBay, Alloy Bright, there it is. Give it a go, guys, see what you think yourself. So, what else have I done? Again, well spotted, I've got the headlight out. I had no power up to the coils. Let me just shorten this stick. There we go. I had no power up to the coils, so it's a question of getting back in here. And the live comes up through the loom, joins in the headlight. I think it's on a blue wire. Goes up there to the kill switch up on the handlebar. Comes back out the kill switch, joins here through these black wires, black and white, and then goes down to the coils. Now these came out on two male connectors, which suggest they would connect into something like that. But they were not, they were just, there's nothing for them to go into and no reason for them. So I've just bridged these, and lo and behold, we got a live down there. And then that goes from there, black and white, into each coil, comes out of the coils, into condensers, out the condensers, and then joins there. Yellow for the left coil, blue for the right coil. And join those up, and we got a spark here. I wonder if I can see that. You can't see it sparking, but I promise it is. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's put a spark plug in there. Give me a second, I'll get a spark plug. Momento. And we're going like that. There we are. Can you see that? Sparking away like a good one. In fact, let's hit the starter button. The starter clutch isn't great. You can see it sparking every time now. So we're in with a chance. I've also checked the ignition timing. Not that I'm hugely happy with it, because when I adjust it down there to the point where it says left fire, there, it was the point for opening when it was way down here somewhere, which suggests either the valve timing's slightly out, but you can usually tell when somebody's been in there, and this doesn't show any signs of someone having been in there. So I've got compression, I've got a spark, I've got my carbs on now. So I'm going to put a fuel supply on this, and I'm going to see if I can get it going. How confident am I? Not hugely, but let's give it a whirl. Right guys, I'm just going to put a fuel supply on this just now. And then we can fill the carbs up, and maybe so you can get a run out of it. I need to set these carbs up at a very basic level. Right, sorry about that. And I'm going to set the carbs up at a kind of primary level. So let's fill the carbs up. Okay, no leaks, so that's good. And just for the benefit of those who reminded me on the vid, the engine's full of oil. As I say, the starter clutch isn't the best in the world, and it might not want to throw the engine over. So let's get up here. I put a new throttle tube in here last night, so that's really quite nice and free now. Okay, all free, fuel on, chokes on, ignition on. Let's go. That's not encouraging, is it? Okay, the starter clutch isn't going to do it. Let's see if it'll kick. Oh, that was sounded good. All the smoke is, I filled the, if you remember, I put some neat fuel in the cylinders before I did anything with it to make sure there'd be something in there to lubricate it. I'm really pleased with that, but it's so noisy because the exhaust's full of holes, so I'll not be able to adjust it to make it run properly in any kind of meaningful manner, but it's better than trying to run it with open ports. Let's just see if it'll start up again. That's fantastic. Warmth into this engine. I'll switch off the camera for a minute. I'll get some warmth into this. I'll come back to you in a moment. Right guys, you can see it's still tremendously smoky. I've got a little bit of warmth into it just now. You see if it'll start again for us. And I'm going to try and adjust these carburetors to make it run a little better. Now, more on its speed. You can see when you'll listen as I dial it in, the engine will start to stall. Like that. And now it'll start to speed up again as I wrench it up. The optimum speed for that carburetor. I'll do the same here now. I'll lead it off now by screwing it in. realistically, that's as nice as I'm going to get this with a blown exhaust. You can't set the carburetors up properly if the exhaust isn't all uniform. And this is full of holes, so you're never going to get it right because the exhaust scavenge isn't right. That's how the exhaust pulls exhaust out of the engine. The exhaust system pulls exhaust gases out of the engine. So once I get the exhaust system arrived from America, this will adjust a lot better than I've got it there just now. But really, where we were a couple of hours ago, that is absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really pleased. I know there's nothing basically the matter with the engine. I'm still a little concerned. The position I had to move that to the timing plate to align correctly with the timing marks on the generator rotor. So that tells me, it suggests the valve timing's out a tiny bit, but it runs well enough to say maybe it isn't. So because I'm not really very happy, I'm going to pop this cover off here, have a look in there, and I'll just make sure that it is timed correctly. One tooth out, it'd still run without striking the valve or anything. So I'll have a look at that, and if it is out, I'll show you that, and I'll show you how we resolve it. So great result, guys. Really pleased, and keep watching. Thank you.